Rest in peace to OG Maco. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Share the videos. The Game Spitter. OG Maco took himself about the game, man. He was tired of fighting. He was tired of dealing with family and females playing with his heart, his medical issues, the label, the fans, just the world. Like, he was even tired of dealing with himself at times, man. Like, people not let him be who he want to be as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always dealt with a lot of shit, man. Like, this is not the first time he ever tried to commit suicide either. Like, he tried one time when they said he had caught HIV, and that girl released that phone call. And even back then when he did it that time, same way. He had a gun to his head, and yeah, but he fell asleep or some shit like that, he said. He did a interview on Vlad a long time ago and talked about it. Y'all go check that out on Vlad TV about 8 or 9 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So he always had suicidal thoughts. You know, he always let shit get to him. And if you say the right shit to him, it'll really fuck him over. Like, especially if the world on your side, like, agreeing with is being said about him. Like, so that HIV thing, and when old girl released that phone call, that really took him under. He ain't want to live no more. And then fast forward to 2019, he got in that car crash, almost lost his life in that car crash. You know what I'm saying? Like, then he caught the skin disease. The skin disease eating him up. So, you know, a lot of low self-esteem. And I don't want to be here no more. Come with that. When you got a skin disease and it's eating your face up. Now, different body parts, that's different. But your face, where everybody see, now people looking at you all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't want to be around you no more. People don't do shit for you unless they get paid. You know, you just see people turn their back on you. Like, and then before all that happened, he was trying to be a rock star. Even in 2014, he kept saying hardcore rock, punk rock, whatever he was saying. Or punk rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to say that word too much. You know, they're a YouTuber. Try to turn up on me. So, yeah, so he always dealt with that. Fans not letting him be who he wanted to be. He didn't want to be no rapper. He wanted to be a rock star. And mix it in with rap. You know, but so he dealt with that. Then he started beefing with the label because he realized, like, he wasn't the top tier artist. It was the Migos. Even Rich the Kid was over him. He came out that class, like Rich the Kid, Skipper the Flipper, OG Maco, Migos, Johnny Cinco. Who else was on there? Dirty Dave. That was QCP, first artist, Dirty Dave. Because he had that single with the Migos, Carolina. Who else came out that class? QC 2014. They had a couple other artists. Loso, I think. Oh, Jose Guapo. When he QC, yeah, Jose Guapo. And yeah, that was like the team right there. So it was a lot of, everybody had buzz, their own buzz. Everybody was turned. So everybody was fighting for that number 2 or 3 spot because Migos had number 1. So everybody was fighting for that number 2. And Rich the Kid was, you know, throwing a lot of uppercuts and left and right hooks. You know what I'm saying? So, but OG Maco, after them 2 records right there, it seemed like it started going downhill. And then, you know, life hit him. And yeah, man, like, all this shit just build up, especially if you already got a weak mind or you let a lot of people get to you, especially if you really love them. Maybe the fans can't get to you. You know, they just add on. They be the toppings, but when somebody that you really love and trusted, like old girl, and she released a phone call, that really crushed motherfucker like OG Maco. And it seemed like don't nobody in the industry care about OG Maco passing. So it ain't gonna be no RIPs. It ain't gonna be no, when people perform and they say rest in peace OG Maco. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But it don't seem like it. Where the love at? So the industry, they turned their back on him. Or you could say, some people say he ain't make a big enough stamp. But yeah, man, like, it seems like the industry don't care. There's so much going on that's more important than OG Maco passing. Sometimes you can die at the wrong time. Now, if nothing was going on, this situation right here with OG Maco would get way more attention. But since you got Diddy, you got Lil Durk, you got Quando Rondo, you got so much stuff, you got Remy Ma, you got Trump, you got, people still talking about Camilla, you got the war going on, you got a whole bunch of shit going on, man. So when somebody like OG Maco passed, and it's just, he took himself out, people gonna look at that like, once they look him up and see he already been suicidal, they're gonna probably don't even know who he is. They hear that song, what song he had, they be like, that song, bitch, you guessed it. You guessed it. What was that? Damn, I forgot to say, you was right. You remember hearing that on TikTok? Some people say, I think so. They play it. Oh yeah, I heard that song before. Yeah. Oh, he sung that. And next conversation. It's like that. So that's sad, man. I hate that he was going through what he was going through and he couldn't shake it. He ain't had nobody to talk him out of that death or make him feel important or make him feel like he wanted to live. He ain't had it because he probably couldn't provide services or the money wasn't coming in no more. Because when he had, bitch, you guessed it, going crazy, everybody was probably showing him love and all that stuff, but a couple of situations happened, life happened, and if we turn their back, yeah, it took a toll on him. He couldn't shake that. Plus, everybody else playing with him, fans. Don't nobody want to, give him the love that he need. He need to be somebody, baby, too. That can come from the fans, family, old lady, yeah. The loved one now, or one strong enough. Then on top of that, drugs. He did acid before. He would shut off stuff like that. So he always did heavy drugs. You'll do acid, that's heavy. So real rock star. You know what I'm saying? Rock star come with heavy drugs. So that don't help. Like, man. So yeah, after this, I said a couple of days passed. I hate when it be like this though, cause it ain't gonna be too many reasons to keep bringing OG Maco name up. So this shit right here happened, and people will forget, unless they bring him up in certain interviews and shit like that. But people ain't gonna really think too hard on it. Except his family. Prayers out to them, and friends and stuff like that. Prayers out to them. But yeah, but I'm definitely gonna remember OG Maco for the songs that he did drop, QC the label, and all that stuff. So he definitely made his mark. He made his mark. So it is what it is, man. What y'all feel about this right here, man? Sometimes, man, we gotta reach out to people, talk to them, check up on them. A lot of times these people ain't doing all right. We think they strong, but they ain't doing all right, and they ain't gonna let us know. They so tough, and so they have suicidal thoughts, but on the outside they so tough, and that pride, so they don't want to talk and like that. So that's why you got to check up on motherfuckers, but people don't do that no more. And don't nobody got time. Everybody a celebrity. Everybody got their own motion. Don't nobody got time to be checking up on nobody. People say he ain't finna kill my vibes. I ain't got time. Every time I call him, maybe somebody was checking up on him. Every time they call him, man, he always talking about taking himself out and this and that, killing my vibe. I ain't got time for that. So the calls will come less and less, and they'll stop if they was even coming at all. So you got all that stuff. So man, it's nasty work. But y'all hit that like button, y'all subscribe to the channel, share this video, donate to the channel. He was with him. Gone.